welcome. And today we will be completing the marriage triangle, the third leg, which is a very important leg in this triangle as well. And it is faith. Faith, the guiding principle to this unique entity you guys have created. What are your guiding principles, based on what you believe in? So we're going to treat a lot of scenarios that, if you don't manage it well, can cause friction and can lead to abuse. So let's take the first scenario where let's say the man, the woman, and it could interchange, where the man is a Muslim and the woman is a Christian. You met, you love each other. You know from the get-go there are differences in this two faiths. For example, in some Muslim religion, a woman doesn't talk a lot, especially outside. You try and, keep quiet. And when you get to your house, you and your husband, you can be talking and be chatting. Whereas in the Christian faith, there's nothing like that in churches. A woman can talk, a woman can preach, a woman can pray, lead prayers. So you already know. Before you get married, before you go into it, did you guys discuss it? Or love was so, kind of blindfolded you that you're like, you didn't even think about it. That, this will be an issue down the road. Where do we go? Some men will tell you, oh, you can go to your religion. But when you get married, he's like, no, my world rules. What do you do? So, I will take the pointers to what do we do after all the scenarios, because they are really the same thing. So what happens now when the two of you are same religion, but one changes midway, for whatever reason, and you now need to start to change, or he starts to demand, or she starts to, let me give you an example. Assuming that both of you were traditional Christian religion, and then one becomes more committed. And now she wants to go to Bible study in the afternoon, midweek. She wants to go for prayer meeting. And the man is like, whoa, what's going on? Wait there. We started with Sunday Christian. We'll go on Sunday and that's it. So what do you do? Now, your being more committed gives you joy, gives the man joy. If it's the man, because we've seen, and the wife is like, I am not going anywhere with you. And you start to see gaps. You start to see friction. So what do you do in that scenario? And the third scenario, let's take a man from traditional background. However, when I say background, traditional, where the sacrifice stuff, they do stuff. But he has taken to either be a Muslim, a Christian. So you guys met on a playing field without you knowing that at certain times of the year, everybody goes back to the village or to the root, and they do stuff. And you know that this is not something I can do, I can cope with. What do you do? I would like to say, number one, before you go into it, we are now telling you, I didn't have this opportunity, and a lot of people, I'm 60 by the way, we didn't have this opportunity of somebody speaking to us, an elder speaking about this. We didn't have that, but now you are having it. Make sure you cross all your T's and dot your I's. Go to the parent, go to the grandparents, ask questions, go with gifts to them. Make sure you know as much as possible. You may not be able to know everything. That's one. Number two, between you and your partner, especially if you are different religion, you need to talk about, what are my expectations? What do you expect me to do when we get to this junction where they're sacrificing? I cannot do it. Do you stand up for me? Or even before now, you go to your parents and you tell them, she's from this background, they don't do it, they don't believe in it. Do you want me to still continue? Or if it's going to be a problem, we pull back. Make sure you ask questions. Talk about things during courtship, during dating. It's not the time that you are being intimate and you are, it's all lovey-dovey. No. Because when you get into marriage will open your eyes. So please talk about a lot of these things. And the final thing is, what if communication has broken down between you? Before marriage, get an accountability person. Somebody both of you have agreed that you'll be accountable to. Oftentimes, I don't ask you to choose from your husband's side or from your wife's side. Choose an independent person that is unbiased. That when things that you cannot resolve within your family, your nucleus family, you can escalate it and say, we discussed this, but he's going against this. We discussed this. She's not abiding by this. We agreed that our children will be brought up in this religion, but now she's changing or is changing. That accountability person, you can now channel it to him or her and let them advise you. Please don't keep quiet. Don't think it will resolve itself and go away. It leads to abuse, because if the party resists, you find out that especially the husband looks bad in the sight of his in-laws, and she looks bad in the sight of the in-laws, and he's trying to get you to comply, and he's becoming forceful, he's becoming threatening, he's becoming aggressive. All this will lead to abuse at some point. So I would like you to seek for help. Seek for help. Remember, both of you love each other. I think we usually forget that we started from the place of love. And things like faith and religion and finances and intimacy had gotten there. We started from loving each other. If you can bring this love back to your basis and say, let's go back to the basis. Where did we start from? You find out that love will start to re-engineer a lot of things, and you can see things in better perspective. I hope we've been able to deal with it, but do you know it's an open-ended, because there are so many scenarios. Write to us, let us know, we publish it, and we'll let other people also learn from the way you've resolved it.